Hello, YouTube, and welcome back. So we're gonna start the back day today. We're gonna do close grip, lateral pull downs, or lat pull downs, whatever they're called. We have about, I don't even know how to say this. I'd say because it doesn't have weight. So I'll say 15 plates. The stack minus 3 plates is what we're gonna call it. So we're gonna do 3 sets here, probably 2 sets and then a drop set, depending on how I feel. And then we're gonna move to the second exercise. But I think total 3 exercises for back, 3 sets each are going to be all that I need to do for today. So let's begin here the first set and go from there. Mm. 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 Whew. All right, that was about 13 clean reps. I think again it's a pretty simple exercise, to be honest. It's pretty hard to do it very wrong. But a couple of things. This should be at an appropriate height so you can really lock yourself in, so your bum shouldn't really be coming off the seat at all. And then you're coming down all the way. That should be touching your upper chest. If you can pause there, pause, but at the end of the day, it's not really the important bit. The important bit is to control the eccentric. So when your lats are stretching, control that bit. And then if you want to pause somewhere, I would recommend pausing at the top when you stretch all the way. That's probably the best position to pause if you really want to maximize, hypertrophy and muscle growth with this one. So one more set and then the drop set. And then we're going to move to the second exercise of the day. Ah, that was a pretty good second set too. Right, so we're gonna do the drop set. I'm just gonna take 2 plates off. I don't want to go too light because obviously only 3 sets, so it should be good enough. I've said in previous videos that I don't really like this exercise anymore because I've done it, I don't know, 5 years straight probably. But the good thing is, as much as I hate it, it's so fucking versatile because you have all the different grips. So it's like, I don't know how many, you can probably do 3, like off the top of my head. You have close grip, you have the neutral, and then you have the overhand. You can do underhand 4. Yeah. And there are different sort of ways to do it. It's just like you can do like 4 or 6 different exercises just on this one machine. So when I say I hate it, I don't necessarily hate it, but I do. I've kind of like grown tired of some grips, neutral in specific, and then maybe the overhand as well. But yeah, it is what it is. Right, so we're going to do the drop set here and then move and do something else, which I don't quite know what it is yet, but I'll figure that out. Nope. Yeah, and no way I was doing another rep there. Right. Well, to figure out what I'm gonna do next. Right, so for the second exercise, we're gonna do some neutral grip. What the fuck do you call them again? Rows. So yeah, neutral grip rows. 3 sets, just like before. I might do a drop set at the end, I might not. I don't know. That would depend. And then we're gonna go from there. I think I'm gonna do one more exercise after that, which is probably gonna be single arm rows, just so I can target the lats just a bit more. Now, as far as back goes, remember, there's 2 exercises that you should be doing in a day if you are going to train back or upper body in general. There's one that you literally pull towards your chest. There's one that you pull down to your sort of shoulders, like to your head, if this makes sense. So you start from there, you go down, and then there's another one. You start from there, and you pull towards your chest. These 2 types of exercises, it doesn't really matter what they are, just as long as you do them, you should target back fairly well. Lower back is a bit of a different issue. But this one is actually pretty good if you're doing it properly. So I'm going to do the first set. What do we have on? Stock bar 2 bars. So let's do that first and then talk through it. Oh, that wasn't moving anymore. So I said lower back before. What I meant by that is on the way when you stretch your muscles. So on the way back, you should really just kind of like lean forward just a little bit, and that should stretch your back as much as possible, which then obviously creates the hypertrophy effect that we're looking for. So neutral grip on rows is a bit of a weird one. It has downsides. One of them is you can't use straps, so grip becomes a bit of an issue. But, you know, it still does what it needs to do, so it's good enough. So one more set. I think the weight is good. To be honest, maybe we should go a plate heavier, but it's all right. I started on that, I finished on that, and then I'm going to do a drop set on the third set, and that should be good enough. Okay. That's the second set done. We're going to do a drop set similar as before. I'm just going to take 2 plates off. I don't want to go too light. All right. Once we're going to do the drop set here. Once we're done, we're going to do some single arm rows, which I'm going to see how I'm going to do them because there's people using stuff. So I will go from there. Let's do the drop set first, though. Oh, that's that. Right. Hopefully the camera was on a good position, because I kind of realized that it was a bit forward, but we'll find out later on the editing. So we're gonna start the single arm rows. I think I'm just gonna grab a bench and use the cables, and then just do some rows and go from there. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Right, so that was the second set done. I'm gonna do one more. I'm not really gonna do a drop set because it's not really that heavy, but that's sort of the idea behind it. It is a very, very good exercise for the back. Especially, again, it's a little bit more technical than the usual stuff because you have to put yourself into the position, into the proper position. But essentially, guys, you have your arm there on the bench for to keep the resistance, and then with that, where you actually grab the cable, you go overhand grip while you are extended, and then as you come back, you go neutral. And the other thing, the very important thing, your elbow has to be tucked in at all times. If you start flaring the elbow, it's gonna be more rear delt, round back. It's gonna put your elbow in a very, sorry, rather your shoulder in a very weird position, which might not feel very good. And it's really not going to be as effective. So the important thing is you go overhand as you're coming back, you go neutral grip, and then the elbow remains low and tacked close to your body at all times. And then maybe you can do one of them where you literally twist your core just a bit so you can get that extra stretch, and then on the way back you also twist your core so you can get that hyperextension of the lat. That's pretty much it. It's not a super crazy technical exercise to do it properly. The one thing that I will say, you can use straps if you want to, but I was gonna say don't use a ton of weight on this one. You don't have to. This is more of a let's do more reps kind of exercise rather than do 8 reps with a lot of weight. It's better to do 14 with low weight, relatively low weight, and instead of doing 8 reps with heavy weight. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna do one more set here, and then we can actually call it a day. All right, let's start the last set. So as you can see, overhand grip, you really stretch, so you twist your core a little bit, and then as you come back, elbow tucked, and you go neutral grip. There you go. No. Oh. Oof. Yeah. Okay. That's that, guys. That's that. 3 exercises, 3 sets each. We did 2 drop sets. That's really all you need, even to grow your back, because I'm not really trying to grow it at the moment. I'm just trying to kind of like maintain, make sure that my body has enough resources to sort of recover the rest muscle groups that I'm trying to bring up to that, level that my back is at, just because my back is wide and strong. So yeah, I just try to kind of like minimize the effort that I put to my back. Just trying to sort of keep that size, maybe add a little bit to it, but nothing, massive. Nothing that you would be able to see on a mirror is what I'm trying to say. I might be able to, because obviously I look at myself every day, but other people might not even realize. So that's all you need. 3 sets, 3 exercises. That's it. That's it. If you want to keep the same routine and do back once a week and grow from that, I would say, depending on who you are, of course, and how advanced you are as a person in the gym, I would say you can do more weight and you can increase the number of sets to 4. So you do 3 proper sets and then a drop set instead of 2 proper sets and then a drop set. That would definitely translate quite well to gains and strength, of course. But you don't really need much more than that. I mean, in terms of exercises, I've said this before, it's like If you can do one where you start from the top and you bring the handle down to your shoulders, if this makes sense, and then you start from there and you pull towards your chest. These two different types of exercises, if you can have one of each, it would do wonders for your back. And then if you can do one which you're really going to focus your lats, which you're really going to focus on the lats rather, that would be perfect in most cases. Just again, it depends on who you are, obviously, and how, your own body and genetics, how they play into that. Because obviously some people just do some exercises for lats, and then their lats grow to a ridiculous extent, and then they have to sort of bring the rest of the back up to bar. It depends, right? So yeah, but for me, 3 exercises, 3 sets total, 2 proper, 1 drop set. I mean, in the last one I didn't do a drop set, but still that applies. It's 3 sets. Is really all I need. And with that being said, we're gonna wrap this day up. Tomorrow we have shoulders. So for now, I'm just gonna go shopping, and then once I say shopping, I mean grocery shopping, and then go home and eat because I'm hungry. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.